So I asked Google, why is Tesla pushing up so much today? And it cracked me up in what it shared. For those that do not know, Tesla recently reported earnings and they had an earnings call. And when I asked Google this, it says overcoming a weak earnings report, which is on the nicer side. It was a terrible earnings report. If you guys didn't check it out, feel free to do your own due diligence. Tesla missed on earnings per share and it absolutely missed on revenue. But yet, Tesla is one of the few tech companies that is still pushing. So after overcoming weak earnings report, CEO Elon Musk spent most of the earnings call pumping up the stock and making big promises about autonomy. Again, when you can't or don't have the numbers to support the price, what do? You yap. And trust me, I'm a huge Elon fan. But like I've said in the past before, if something looks like shit and smells like shit, you have to call it out for what it is. And it's shit. If you look at Tesla and the way that it always tends to trade, it pumps and then it dumps. It pumps and then it dumps. We cannot be surprised that, okay, it's not holding at these levels because, again, fundamentally, I mean, you can think all you want of what Tesla is about to do. You can hope for all you want of what Tesla is, projected to do. But guess what? Tesla is not doing it right now. It is not a $1 trillion company. If you look at the way that it's currently trading and what it's actually producing, revenue is down. EPS is down. Its sales are not what they were, and they're not growing at the rate that they were. The Federal Reserve is not expected to cut interest rates anytime soon. So how do we expect for consumers to be incentivized to buy overpriced vehicles that depreciate 50% within the first year and a half of ownership? It's mind-boggling. But again, it's because of what he's going to do. Elon has been talking about autonomy for the past 4 to 8 years. He's been talking about the Optimus robots for the past 4 to 5 years. That hasn't changed Tesla's ability to crash back down to $100 per share. None of that has changed. And quite frankly, it's like Tesla is performing and growing at one of the worst rates that I've seen based off of its quarterly earnings reports in some time. Things are slowing down for Tesla. And it's so crazy to me that we continue to ignore the red flags. Fundamentally, Tesla is not performing, yet it is still pumping. When we have other companies like Apple that actually didn't report as bad of earnings as someone would have expected, yet Apple is the one that's selling off. Wait, but then we also had Microsoft. But no, Microsoft sold off, and Microsoft exceeded expectation. But what about Meta? Meta's pretty much trading sideways. Well, what about NVIDIA? Well, no, NVIDIA is actually still down after the DeepSeek news. It's crazy. The only one that is still incredibly hyped up is the one that is not actually performing, and that's Tesla. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. Do you think that Tesla is a good deal right now at $400 per share? Or is it only a matter of time, a ticking time bomb, for it to finally break below that support and begin to retrace to its true value of $150 to $200 per share? Because again, Tesla is simply not performing. If you look at the P ratios, again, numbers don't lie. P ratio of 188.6 times its earnings. Absolutely insane. But again, right now, the hype is present. The hype is real. Let the markets continue to try to push as high as they can because it is the last day of the month. Please make sure that you don't force a trade today, that you carry over the weekend and you start the new month on. Stay patient, stay calculated. I know that this thing is overbought, but it doesn't mean that you have to force a short if price action does not support it. Stay patient, stay calculated. And again, please be intentional with the way that you choose to trade or invest. Make sure that the risk to reward ratios are in your favor and that, again, our job is not to avoid risk. Our job is to manage it. I hope to see you for our live trading session on Monday. And if you're a beginner and you want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.